Today we are going to work on a design that works best if your quilt is made up of kind of a grid of blocks. So I'm going to work in this square here. Now this square is about 6 inches, but this design could be changed to fit a block that's 12 inches or however large your blocks are. So if you don't have a quilt that's made up of blocks that you can kind of use as guidelines, you're just going to need to make a few reference marks, measure over, and kind of draw yourself a little grid of squares along your quilt. And then just kind of eyeball the center of each block. Doesn't have to be exact, totally eyeballing here. Now, we're going to continue kind of the theme of wiggly lines that we've been working on lately. We're going to draw a wiggly line out, touch the center, and then go back to the next corner. Now that I'm in the corner, I'm going to travel just a little bit down and echo back to touch that point, and then echo down to meet about, let's say, this will depend on how dense you want your quilting. I'm going to aim for about 1/2 inch away from the corner here. So we're continuing to touch that point, but we're moving the legs of our triangles in each time. And that is our kind of quadrant of the square done. Now we're going to travel along and do the next quadrant. Now you may have noticed as these triangles get kind of smaller, like these wedges get closer together, I'm not going all the way into the dot because my line here is already pretty congested. So I'm just going up to where I'd be traveling over previous stitches and just kind of tucking it in and then traveling back out. If I were to go up to the point on every single time, there would be, 10 lines of thread here, and that would be really heavy. So I'm just kind of faking it by tucking them in as far as they visually look like they go all the way to the top, and then moving on. Oops. Look, I accidentally came back the way I originally came, and I have 2 echoes on the side and none on the side. Don't worry about it. I'm just going to move over, tuck back in, and then come back over in this side. There aren't always going to be an even number of echoes, and visually it's not going to matter. So I'm just going to keep working and filling this in, and you'll never be able to notice that I kind of flubbed it up in the beginning. And there's our little, I don't even really know what to call this. Well, I guess you'll see in the video title. I don't really have a name for this yet. Wiggly square, I don't know. But I like this design, and it works really well in quilts that have kind of already defined squares that are going to be butting up to each other, because if this was repeated right here, you'd also get this nice kind of diamond shape that emerges, and it would be great repeated across a quilt. So let me know what you think. I like this design, and I think it's a nice opportunity to create some kind of structure, but keeping your lines nice and wiggly, and you can't even really tell where I flubbed it up and have it kind of a little heavy on this side because it all blends together with those wiggly lines. I hope you enjoy. Happy quilting!